For my production order, if I add over here PI, COOIS PI, that becomes my process industries, and for all my process orders, I can find the data available there. Okay, this is for discrete, and that is for my process orders or process industries. So now what I can do from here is I can, first of all, the very common thing, I can put my plant, I can put my order type, sorry, I can put my order type and then execute, and I can find all my orders, all my materials for which it is created. I can find the basic date, basic start date, and system status and versions what it has been using. I can also add couple of more fields. If I can right click on this, click on show, and I can bring other information as well from my column set. I can select and I can put this button, and it will be under my displayed columns, and it will add to this layout, right? So if I want to see any batches are there who entered it, confirmed finish date, actual finish time, delivered quantity, confirmed quantity, right? These things users will ask us mostly that how can I see it one report. Okay, so here you can add all of those things. I added, where did it go? Here. Okay, so actual finish, actual finish time, delivered quantity. If you have entered any scrap, you can easily see. And again, like I mentioned, this thing is also downloadable to a spreadsheet. Okay, this is one main common function. What else I can do from this report? I can also see the planned orders, right? Here it is right now check mark for the production orders. What if I need to see the plan orders? I can uncheck this and I can say 1710 and show me the plan orders. Okay, so these are all planned orders which are created under this plant. If I have any specific material for which I need to see the plan orders, I can enter that and I can also see it. Okay, now another thing which I can do, I can go back to my production order. Here I have order headers. I can see multiple things from this one report. I can see my components which are used in my orders. I can see the operations as well. I can see the confirmations which are happened, and any goods movement with the errors also I can see. So let us go ahead and see the components. Okay, so this particular order has these many components: chassis, BMW, engine, tires, windshield, color. And these are my BOM items. These are my requirement date. These are my requirement quantities. This is my description, and this is the activity where it has been assigned. That means my operations. So 10 operation it is assigned these two, right? Now end users may want to see this report with order as well, as in which operation my components are assigned, what are my components, quantity, and the status. I can easily see from one report, and I can choose the components. Again, in this can be also downloadable. Okay. Now, if I want to see the operations, I can do select on the operations, and I can execute again. So here now, without going in the orders, you can see the operations. You can see the confirmation status. And again, like I mentioned, you can always bring few more columns or the headings from right click and click on show. And if you have information and what you need, you can click on find as well. You can type and you can bring those to your displayed columns. right? Now, few users may also want, once they have brought some extra columns or extra headings, now they would like to save this as their own layout. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Here you can go and you can click on save layout. Okay. Here you can change your name and you can put as a user specific. So whenever you are accessing, right now you are able to see this particular layout. And once you go back, here you can see the layout which you will save for your user ID. Okay. So these are very common requests which will be coming up if a user is very new, he does not have experience on SAP. They will ask you all of these questions. Can I save it as a layout? Can I save it with my ID? All of those things. If a person is an old user who has worked on SAP, they will not come up with all these questions, but we should be aware of it. Okay. Same thing we can do in COOIS PI reports. Whatever we have discussed, we have the same functionality over there as well. Any questions here?
Yeah, Harsh, can we automate this report if we want to dump any report at some particular location, as we are converting this in Excel? So kind of report at a particular time, can we dump at some location?
Um, we don't have to actually run this report, but we need to dump it from the table then. Okay.
Okay.
Let me see if I have a program. I do have a program. This program is there, PIPO entry. Okay. That I can schedule as my background job. Okay. I personally haven't done that, but if a program is there, then it is a doable thing. Okay.
Okay.
So I will tell you how to schedule a background job as well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe you can understand. Then I'll take this up how we can do it. Then we need to create a variant for this. Okay. First of all, you need to enter everything what you want as a dump. Okay. The selection, and then you have to select this as a variant and save it as a variant. So this particular selection, whatever you have made, okay, can be scheduled as a job using this program, and it can be run on a specific date or a specific time or a daily job as well. Okay.
Okay.
Say for example, I would like to have a report of all the orders which are TECOed. Okay, that means marked as technically complete on a
Yeah.
daily basis, right?
Yeah.
So I
Or
can
goods
do,
movement. Yeah.
or a goods movement, whatever you want, whatever options we have. So you want for a specific plant, you want for a specific order, and then you want a specific system status, like I said, TECO, right? So here I have multiple options. Okay, I can choose selected, created, released, and then I do have confirmed, and somewhere we have TECO also like this. Okay. Now I will say that all the orders which are tech code should be shown to me. I think I have selected operations. So system status which has techo, and I want operations, right? So this is my selection criteria first of all. Once I have done the system, then I can save it as a variant. Okay. Here I have to give my variant name, say for example test underscore pp, description COIS underscore report. Okay, and I can click on save. So this variant is saved. I can go to SM36, which is my background job creation. Okay, I can say my name as COIS. I can go to my step program name. Here I need to give that name, PIPO underscore entry. I think that was the name. I have to copy the name then. 1 minute. Oh, it's PPIO. Sorry, my bad. This is the one. Variant we have saved is as, what variant did we save? Test PP. Yeah, this is the one. And then I can click on check, save it, go back one step, and now select on start condition, and I can choose a date and time, right? When do I want to schedule it, or do I want to schedule it immediately? Now, if, for example, I'm scheduling it for immediate, I can click on check. I can click on save. So job is scheduled, immediately start. Step conditions are available. Now click on save. So the job is created and it has been released. Now where can I see this job? I can go to SM37. Okay, with my ID I can put a star mark and I can click on execute. Wow, so many jobs are running with my ID. Go back. Star COOIS star. Right, so this is already finished. I can go ahead and click on this pool, click on this type, and what do you see? You see the same data.
Okay. Is it UC4 job? Or it is different?
Schedule it in UC4. I have worked in UC4 for one of our clients, that was John Deere itself. We have to select the variants, but there will be definitely there are different steps that we need to integrate between SAP and UC4 job. Yes, I have worked on that, but I forgot, it was long back. But I know it is doable again. Okay, so now the question is, how do I trigger this to the email IDs, right? For that, we would need the technical guys' help. They would set the connection and then they would say that emails can be triggered from SAP system to the outside world. Then the emails can be also assigned in my SM36 only. Okay, here I can put as spool list recipient and email notification. Okay, I can give my email addresses provided that I can send email from my SAP system for this ABAPer or the PI team, okay, who is integrating the system with the outside world, has to open the connections. They have, once they do that, you just enter the email address, put a copy, and then do this. Once the job will run, it will throw an email as well to them. Okay.
And all this we can do it in only developer, right? Not in production.
No, production we can do.
Okay.
This job, you can schedule it in production also. Like I mentioned, if we have a program for something, then it is a doable task. So this is the program through which we can do, and we have to select everything, save it as a variant. So that particular variant, when selected, it will start throwing the output as per my selection. If I don't have a variant, I cannot do. If I don't have a program, I cannot do. Then maybe some manual activity has to be done. This can be also saved to a local file, or I think downloaded from here or somewhere.
Hello, Harsh.
Yeah.
In this, can we have access to a HANA database to push the data to the BI? Or say in the here, does S4 HANA gives the separate access to the HANA database?
See, HANA database, when you're talking about, that would be ECC working on HANA database. This is completely HANA system only. Okay, so there are two things. When ECC is there, ECC, I guess, enhancement package 8, when they are using the HANA database, but they are not actually the HANA system. Earlier, ECC was using Oracle database, right? So when clients started migrating back in 2000, I think 17 or 16, they started directly on not on this HANA systems, but they started on the HANA database. Then later they have started migrating on the HANA systems, like which we are using right now, 2021 version. So initially they started on with 15 version. So I did not actually get your question, but just to clarify, what is HANA database and what is HANA system?
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but if you are trying to integrate two different systems, SAP does allow that. Okay. So from a functional point of view, what we will be giving the inputs is what job we need to create. We need to talk to the end users, what time they want, what data they want, what selection they want. Like I mentioned, those things has to be done, and then a job can be scheduled. So this job creation can be done by a functional team if he knows how to do it. Else a basis team can also schedule a job for you. Okay, so this is actually a basis job team, but when you start experiencing each and everything with experience, you can definitely schedule jobs on your own. You don't need basis guys.
Because just now you mentioned that for you can push this report through email for BI or some purpose. So I was thinking, okay, if that actually that is done through the microcubes. So whether that microcubes they give this the access to this in S4 or not.
I am not sure. I have not worked with microcubes, so I cannot answer that question. But any third-party system, so see, what I mentioned is I can throw email to the Outlook, right? So if
Yeah.
someone, say for example, is working for a Deloitte or Accenture, right? They have the Deloitte @Deloitte.com, or they have @Accenture.com, or whatever is the .com. Now SAP system does not understand those email addresses. It has to be connected by the ABAP team. The connection has to be open so that they can throw emails to the external addresses. So in SAP, we also have our own inbox. Okay, in SAP, we have our own inbox. I think this is business workplace. Here I have my own inbox. Okay, I can get emails over here as well, but mostly I will not bother to go and check my inbox, this inbox. Rather, I would want inbox which is I'm using regularly, which will be my Outlook. Okay, they will not want in my Gmail for sure, but a company's email address can be like connected with SAP. Okay, so those connections, when maintained, I can enter the email address and it can go to that particular email address. And I think that is also called as a distribution list. Okay, here you can enter the DL. So this is part of a technical team. Even I'm not very familiar with how to open the connections and all, but what we can do as a functional team, I have showed you.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
All right.
Got it.
Fine, great. So similarly, this background job, you can schedule for MRP as well, right? So when we run MRP, we do have option of running it in the foreground, which is manually, and we do have option of running it in the background. Okay, that I can also show you a little later, but let me complete the reports part first. So anything which has a program can be scheduled as a background job. Now these two reports are same. Okay, just the data part will be different. This will be discrete, that will be process industries. COOISPI I can go, right? This is for my process orders. And if you notice, I have the same options and I have same selections which I can do. And this is also following the same program, PIPO underscore PPIO, sorry, PPIO underscore entry, but a variant has to be different here. Okay. So this is my variant for my PP, the discrete report. So similarly, I can create a new variant, and when I'm scheduling, what is my program? So it's PPH MRP start, right? And I need to save a variant also. So I'm running it on my plant. I'm not giving a material maybe. All BOM order components. But I don't want to actually schedule, so I'll put some material. Okay, I don't want to run it on my entire plant right now. So I'm just giving one material as a demo. I'll put all BOM order components. We can, so regenerative planning we don't want to put, because every time it will run and it will create something always, even you don't want, because regenerative planning is what, if your run is unsuccessful in the demo, then we make some changes, not in the demand but in the material master, and then we try to run MRP again, right? If we click on the regenerative planning, that will be not good in the production environment, so I will not suggest this. So we can do this depends upon the business. If you want to do a basic planning, or do you want to do a lead time planning, then it's a business call. Okay, so I'm just giving entries for my variant. Now I can go ahead, click. What happened? I will go and save this as a variant. Here I would say MD or MRP live underscore live. Description I can give a same name underscore test and click on save. So my variant is saved. Now I need to create a job, for which I need to go to SM36. Okay, job name I can give MRP underscore live underscore test, and I can go to step, put my program name, which was PPH underscore, sorry, star, and then I can find it in the list, MRP start. That was the program name. Okay, I can select this. I can go to my variant, choose from here, MRP live, check and save. So this is done. Go back, and then you have a start condition. If you want to schedule it for a date and time, then you have to maintain your schedule start. Maybe today you have to give the time, and that time will be taking as your system time. So say for example you are into US time zone, you have to select the time zone according to US. If it is Europe, you have to give the European time, not Indian time. So here you can see the time zone from your system. But right now let me do it on immediately basis. I can click on immediate, I can click on save, and then I can save this job. So job is gone with the release status. I can see this particular job in SM37. I can put MRP star and give my ID. If you are looking for a job in your system which you have not selected, you can always put a star here if you don't know the user ID, and you can find jobs in the similar manner. You can put a star, keyword star, and user ID as star, If you want to see a scheduled job, you can put a check mark there as well and execute. So here what you see, this job is finished and there is no spool. Okay, so if there is any data, then you will get a spool over here. If this job has any job log, you can click on job log and you can see what happened. So it started, it finished, and it took these many seconds to finish. Okay. If you have not scheduled a job from your side and you want to know the program and what variant it has been used, you can see from here. Okay, click here, you can have variants here. So this is what exactly is been selected in that variant. We have selected, right? We have given 1710, we have given the material, and we have selected this scheduling mode. So the issues from PP side will come as my job has run, it has not done what it was supposed to do. Can you analyze? So now they will just either give you the job name, they may not give you the job name. Then what you need to find out, you need to find out when the job is running. You have to give the date range. You have to, if you know the job name, well and good. If you don't know the job name, how to find it, you can find out the program name. You can give a program name here, and whatever jobs are scheduled with this program name will come in your list. Or you can do this star and star thing. You can execute. If you find your job good, you can go to step to see what program it is using. You can click here, click on settings, sorry, go to, you can click on variant, as in what variant has been used. Okay, this variant is MRP underscore live, and what is the variant setting also used in that particular program. And then based upon this, you can find your root cause analysis, if this was supposed to do what it has to do. And then you can put a screenshot to the end user and ask, like, are you looking at this particular job, and these are the settings which are saved in this variant. If he says yes, then again we can move ahead with our root cause analysis and find out what happened. If this job was correct, everything was correct, what happened. Okay, so these kind of issues will come from PP side that we need to analyze. Okay. So any other questions? So we'll talk about tables tomorrow.